fever. Britain's Prince Harry and his American actress announced their engagement and a wedding next year. We're live outside Buckingham Palace this hour for all the details. Also ahead, Pope Francis arrives in Myanmar and into the middle of one of the world's biggest humanitarian crises. Our reporter travels with the pontiff. We'll hear from her just ahead. Plus, an eruption affecting more than 50,000 people. We'll have more on Indonesia's volcano next. Hello and welcome to Connect the World. I'm Lynda Kinkade in Atlanta, filling in for Becky Anderson. We begin in Britain, where the royal family is gearing up for another royal wedding. Prince Harry and American actress Meghan Markle are engaged to be married in the spring. They made an official appearance just in the last couple of hours. Harry, of course, is fifth in line to the British throne, and he met Ms. Markle 16 months ago. Well, Prince Harry has been in the public spotlight pretty much since birth, but despite a public career as an actor, Meghan Markle's early life is less known. Our Max Foster has the story of a royal romance that is shaking up tradition.
They may be an unconventional couple when it comes to the monarchy, but by all accounts, this marriage is welcomed by the royal family. Meghan Markle will be the first American to marry into the royal family since Wallis Simpson famously wed King Edward VIII 81 years ago, forcing his abdication from the throne. As was Simpson, Markle is divorced. Born and raised in Los Angeles by her African-American mother and white father. She rose to fame as one of the stars of the American TV show Suits.
Rachel. Louis, hi.
It was a long-distance affair at first, with Markle based in Toronto, where Suits is filmed. The relationship was kept mostly under wraps, until tabloid attacks on her background prompted Prince Harry to take the unprecedented step of issuing a sharp statement warning the press to back off his girlfriend. Calling out one tabloid for racial undertones, Harry said a line had been crossed. In an interview with Vanity Fair magazine, Markle said the couple met in London in July 2016. They were introduced by a mutual friend, reportedly at Harry's request, and quickly learned they share philanthropy as a common interest.
Women make up more than half of the world's population and potential. So it is neither just nor practical for their voices, for our voices, to go unheard at the highest levels of decision-making.
Along with the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, Harry has worked to raise awareness of mental health, recently speaking about the effect the death of his mother, Diana, had on him.
I always thought to myself, you know, what's the point in bringing up the past? What's the point in bringing up something that's only going to make you sad? It ain't going to change it. It ain't going to bring her back. And when you start thinking like that, it can be really damaging.
Talk of an engagement ramped up when Markle quit her job on Suits in October. When she was pictured with her dogs in London, a move to Kensington Palace looked imminent. In a time when the monarchy is eager to stay relevant, Meghan Markle could be just the spark it needs.
Well, let's get the latest from Max Foster. He is outside Buckingham Palace. Good to have you with us, Max. Certainly some very exciting news there for the very lovable Prince Harry and the pair showing off the ring a short time ago.
Yeah, they did. I've just come back from Kensington Palace, where the couple are going to live. So she's moved to London, by all accounts. And we were all arranged on one side of a pond, and they walked along the other side of the pond. It was a very brief moment. It was just a photo call, but people did call out some questions. One of them was how they met. He didn't really respond to that, but he did say as soon as he met her, he knew that she was the one. So there was, you know, quite a dramatic moment, really. It gave the media the pictures they wanted. They then went inside. And they're doing an interview currently with the UK broadcasters, and that'll come out a bit later on, or for all the broadcasters based here in the UK. So we'll be running that a bit later on and find out a bit more about how they met and how they feel about all of this. But it was quite an intimidating start, I think, for Meghan Markle. There was a huge amount of media. Up until now, she's been aware of the interest, but I think only now will she really get a true sense of the pressure that comes with that. Yeah. But today, as the palace says, it was a happy day.
And Max, certainly a happy day. Let's talk about Ms. Markle, because she, of course, is older than Prince Harry. She's a divorcee, an American, mixed race, a Roman Catholic. She certainly breaks the mold.
She does break the mold, and if you imagine, you know, the Queen, who's Buckingham Palace behind me, she married into another royal family. That was always the tradition in the past. So she married Prince Philip, who was a member of the Greek and the Danish royal families. Perhaps Prince Charles broke out from that a bit by marrying Diana, who was part of the aristocracy. William again married Kate, who wasn't part of the aristocracy, part of the middle classes, if I can call it that. And now Prince Harry's breaking out even further by marrying someone from abroad, someone mixed race, as you described, but also a divorcee as well. And, you know, there was a previous American divorcee that married into the royal family, and that was Wallis Simpson. And she never could become queen. In fact, her husband had to abdicate. And that was just 80 years ago. So actually quite a progression in terms of royal history. All of that change in just 80 years. Now a divorcee can marry into the royal family. And this is, you know, fits into a pattern of history that goes back 1,000 years.
Incredible. Well, we are going to stay on this story. We'll have more on it much later. But good to have you with us, Max Foster, outside Buckingham Palace. Thank you.